my name is Katie Carson and I am the Duchess of Suds here at Royalty Soaps. Before we jump into today's video, I have a huge, super exciting announcement. I have partnered up with Nurture Soap once again to release to you guys, drum roll please, the pre-mixed Katie Carson oil blend. That's right, it's the oil blend that I use in almost every single video. The same recipe that I list down in the description box below. Nurture Soap has packaged it up pretty in this awesome jug. Again, all pre-mixed, everything has been pre-measured. All of the percentages are already put together for you so that all you have to do is just pour it out of the jug however many ounces your recipe calls for. This is gonna be great for beginner soap makers because you don't have to buy 5 different types of oils. You can just get the one jug, pour out the entire oil weight of your recipe and you're done. Also handy for intermediate or advanced soap makers who just need a quick fix for maybe blending up test batches for fragrance oils or colorants they want to try out, or if they just quickly want to try out my recipe to see, is that going to be something I want to use in the future? So basically this premix is for every single level of soap making. I also wrote a blog post over at Nurture Soap to give you some handy tips for using it, tell you a little bit about the oil properties, and also give you some of the standard recipe sizes that I personally use. If you guys remember, like I talked about the jack, the slab, the king, all those sort of things that we use, those technical terms around royalty soaps, I have those listed so you guys know exactly how much is going into each one of the batches that I'm creating in my videos. I'm leaving you guys links to everything down below. Once again, thanks so much for your support. I really hope that this helps out the soap making community. We're trying to think of a way that would really help you guys just save time. When you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner, time is money. And so having a master batched blend or a pre-mixed blend makes things so much quicker. Today's soap is Pink Berry Rose, as you guys can see from the title. It has a ton of embeds. The smell is fantastic. This is one of my favorite high tops from this month. So without further ado, let's make some soap. We will begin by pouring our lye water solution into our oils. Which oils? Katie's blend of oils, of course. This is the recipe I use for like 97.2% of my videos. And I'm just so stoked about the oil launch with Nurture. And now let's blend this up on high until just past emulsion. We're going to be pouring off 2 colors for this soap. One of them is going to be mixed right into this big bucket for in the pot swirl, and the other one is going to sit on top as an extra layer. Yes, go right in, my pretty batter. We're going to scoot the larger container that we'll be using for that top layer off to the side. And for right now, we will simply focus on the pink and the cream swirl. Here is my inspiration drawing for the Pink Berry Rose soap. So you can see there that in the pot swirl of the cream and pink I was just talking about, there's going to be a dark green mica line and then sort of a blueberry layer with 2-toned piping and lots of embeds. It was inspired by this picture that I saw on Pinterest. I thought it was just the perfect blend of dark berry colors and like the dark leafy greenery with some pretty pastel frosting. It just looked like something fun to turn into a bar of soap. So let's work on that first layer. To the small container, we're going to add a little bit of Cosmic Carolyn mica from TKB Trading. And to the base, we're gonna add a little bit of True Yellow mica from TKB Trading. We'll be adding a little bit of titanium dioxide to both of these, but for now, I'm just gonna blend them in using my spatula, just to kind of see where we're landing on color. Since both of these are micas and they were dispersed in oil, they also disperse quite easily in the soap itself. I've added the little bit of titanium dioxide needed to bring these to pastel colors. So now I'm gonna blend it in with my stick blender. These colors are so dreamy. So let's add the fragrance oil. Buried Treasure is the fragrance oil of today. Please note the spelling of that. So clever. This fragrance is a blend of like fruit and floral and leafy greenery. It's really quite interesting and super nice. I'm gonna blend that fragrance oil in by hand. It says this fragrance oil contains vanilla, but none of the reviews said it discolored. It doesn't contain that much, and it certainly doesn't smell like it has any vanilla in there. The fragrance oil has been adequately blended in, so now I'm gonna take this pink and I'm gonna go in a circle to the middle of the bucket. I'm gonna scrapey out my containy. If you like to scrapey stuff as well, we do have a scrapey merch. And let's pour this into our 2 brambleberry molds. The brambleberry molds are lined and ready for action, so I'm just gonna start pouring. And Caleb is gonna read you guys the scent description of this fragrance oil because it's a little too difficult and there's too many notes for me to just remember and describe off the top of my head.
So it's got raspberry, cranberry, pomegranate, and citrus. Some of the citrus stuff includes yuzu, citron, and neroli.
Yes, it's awesome, you guys. Honestly, I can't smell as much citrus, I think. I really do smell berries and just kind of greenery, but oh man, it is good. Now I'm gonna scrapey out the big containy, not the biggest containy, just the big one. The biggest one we only use for slabs. Want to see a soap slab video? I'll leave you a link in the upper right hand corner of the screen right now. I'm gonna tap these down real quick, make sure they're nice and flat, and we're gonna put that dark green mica line on. The dark green we are using today is Snake Island Green from Mad Micas. It is one of my favorites. And using an itty bitty tea strainer, I'm just gonna tap this all across the top of that wet soap until everything is covered. And I'll speed that part up because it's kind of a long process. Mica line being finished, I'm just gonna clean up the mold a little bit. And that being done, I'm gonna set these off to the side and we're gonna mix up that super thin blue layer. First, I'm gonna dump in half a teaspoon of organic blueberry seeds, some baby blue mica from Nurture Soap. I also added a little bit of titanium dioxide, so now I'm gonna mix this up first using my spatula. And I'm gonna give it a quick little blend with my stick blender. And with the fragrance oil blended in, it's time to pour into our molds. I've zoomed in just a little bit so you guys can see this part well. This part to me is the most satisfying bit of soap making, is seeing layers cover one another. These are honestly looking so perfect. I could not be more pleased. So let's scoot them off to the side and mix up our soap frosting. I have the perfect like strawberry buttercream vanilla swirly looking soap frosting, and I'm using the Royalty Soaps piping set today to pipe this batch, also available at Nurture Soap. Royalty Soaps and Nurture Soap have you covered for your soap making needs, my friends. And it's just going to be a marbled look. It's not really gonna have like, here's a direct split of pink and yellow, because that's not how the picture looked. So that's not how I'm doing it today. Now for this soap, we have a million embeds to put on the top, but before we do, I'm gonna use this Mad Mica Fairy Duster. It has Sparkle Me Plenty in it. I'm so excited because Mad Mica's has all of these like awesome fairy dusters. They have lots of different tones to them, like red and green and blue, and they're just beautiful. I will definitely leave you guys a link down below. This is probably the best one I've ever used, maybe? I've been able to spritz both sides of this and it hasn't clogged at all. And the coverage is amazing. Yes, okay, so now that everything is sparkly, we're gonna do a little blackberry on the top of each one of the bars. That'll be the first one to go in. And then I'll kind of use it as a guide for the rest of the embeds. Blackberries are some of my very favorite things to add on to soap. I don't know why. I think it is probably just the texture of them. Now we're gonna add these little pink roses made and colored by Kenneth. He did such a good job. I think it would absolutely shock people who don't make soap if they knew just how long it takes to make bars that look like this. My videos now, they've gotten a little longer. They used to be anywhere between like 10 and 12 minutes, and now they're like 15 to 18 because I started leaving in more commentary because that's what you guys said you wanted. But at this point in the game, I've been working on this soap an hour and a half, and that does not include lye prep, oil prep, or making the embeds. That is just for assembling these bars. I'm adding the little leaves now next to each one of the roses. This leaf mold is from Amazon. It is so like multifunctional. It has been useful in the fall and in the spring, and it's really, really inexpensive. So I'll leave you guys a link down below. And finally, on the other side, we add in the blueberries. Each soap gets 2 blueberries, and this is probably gonna take forever. So I'll just bring you guys back when I'm putting on the finishing touches. So I'm bringing you guys right in for a close-up because all I ended up doing was spritzing the top with rubbing alcohol after I was done. So this is what it looks like. You got the blackberry, you got the blueberry, and you got the little rose on the side. I definitely think that it looks like my inspiration photo. I'm gonna put my inspiration photo on the side right now so you can see kind of what I was aiming for. And that two-toned frosting is bomb. So I am gonna let these sit for 18 to 24 hours, and then we will come back and we will chop them all up and take a peep at the inside after this quick commercial break. I brought Evangeline to do the cutting today. You guys have been asking to see her. She's still here. Let's just peel this off the side. And peel off this side as well. And peel off the loaf. This is just one of the many things I like about the combination of my recipe and silicone liners is that 24 hours, you can peel it off and your edges are nice and smooth. I am gonna turn this on the side. All right, that looks about right. So I'm gonna press down gently. I'm gonna pull one out from the middle, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I wasn't gonna say about what I was trying to do with this bottom pink and cream swirl and the piping, but I was trying to make this slightly more pigmented and darker and make this one like the lighter, creamier version, but I didn't know how light this was actually going to go, so I didn't want to mention it until I cut it. But as you can see, this is slightly darker and this is slightly more creamy, so it kind of accents each other perfectly. You got that blueberry right here, that dark green mica line, and of course, oh my god, look at that top. Also, look at how perfectly swirled that frosting is. Okay, so the question of the day is, which one is better, Hulu or Netflix? I personally don't have an opinion because I don't have either subscription, but I used to have the Netflix one where you actually put the DVDs in the mail. But now everyone is watching The Bachelor on Hulu, so y'all weigh in. Tell me which subscription is better. It's really simple to vote in the question of the day. All you have to do is click the I in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below if you have something to say, and if you like to turn on notifications, I'm just here to remind you that that's an option. And once again, Katie's oil blend is now available at Nurture Soap, so if you've ever been interested in testing my recipe and you didn't want to have to buy all the raw materials separate, you can just go pick one of those up from Nurture Soap. We'll ship it right to your house. They're very, very, very quick at shipping over there. And you can follow me on Instagram. You can also follow me on TikTok. Yes, I caved. I got a TikTok. They're such a hot item. Everyone's talking about them. And Kenny convinced me and was like, Katie, you should make satisfying videos on TikTok. So I thought, what the heck? There's a few sneak peeks over there of some soaps that have not been released yet that are being released this month. So if you're interested, you can click the link down below and go check out the Royalty Soaps TikTok. This soap will be available to purchase on April 1st at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope you have an absolutely marvelous day. Be sure you do something fun for yourself, whether that is putting on a little makeup. Can you guys tell I actually put on a little makeup today? I made a little bit of an effort because I was just feeling myself this morning. Or taking a break from the makeup because you have to wear it all the time and it gets really boring and you just want to go out with a clean face. Whatever it is, you do you, boo-boo. And I'll see you guys soon. So until then, bye for now. Meow.